My name's Matheson, and I started the Scrap the DAP campaign in 2012. The DAP, the Development Assessment Panels, have secret meetings. They approve developments without consideration of the impacts of property rights of ordinary Western Australians who are just having a peaceful life, and even those that think that they've set up their retirement really well. And Ian told an amazing story last night at the Cottesloe AGM of a family, a gentleman who's retired and had cancer, thinking that he had set his family up really well, had a home paid off, and that he could die in peace. Not to be the case. The property next door was being developed, didn't meet all the rules. What could he do? He had cancer. What could he do? So it's a very sad story that he died without being able to make sure that his family and the home that he had saved up and paid off was going to be in good order for his family. That's just a very sad story, and Ian has got so many of these stories, and that is why we all have to stick together. We're all our little bushfires that they can't put out, and we must keep going to change planning in Western Australia. I've got a couple of statements. Very quickly. One is from the Parkerville residents, Avon and Heather Davey. An Eastern Metro DAP decision in July is a planning disaster for Perth's Hills residents. The developer, having been refused by the Mundaring Shire for very similar development on a previous occasion, bought an even less suitable 5-acre block of land amongst rural residential area, and because they stated the cost of the development was $2,000, were able to get it decided by the JDAP. These are the lies that developers tell us. The development is a 7-day-a-week, windowless, 600-seat place of worship, slap bang in the middle of the 5th highest rated bushfire risk postcode in Australia. The Save Perth Hills campaign, I'll just diverge from this, is about, yes, the Save Perth Hills, that is their issue. Development in bushland where there's no appropriate fire risk management has got to stop. We don't want people killed in bushfires. And Ian's going to get some posters here to hand up. This development turns a rural residential 5-acre block into an 800 square metre shed-like structure with a massive bitumen car park taking most of the land. The community consultation was carried out in the worst time, which was COVID-19 lockdown, and many residents were unaware of the development. The panel consisted of 2 Shire councillors with local knowledge who voted against the development, and 3 so-called expert city panel members who voted in favour, so you can guess that it was approved. So that's just one example there. And the next example is from the residents of Karrinyup, and I thank them for being part of this today. Now, the Karrinyup shopping centre is in residential stage. The owner, AMP, currently have a DAP proposal for 9, 15 and 24 stories in Karrinyup shopping centre in the city of Stirling. Karrinyup is designated a secondary activity centre. The SPP 4.2 requires that secondary centres have an activity centre structure plan in place prior to development applications. AMP blame each other for AMP blame each other for the activity centre plan not being produced. AMP, they had said they've submitted an activity centre plan to the WAPC. The WAPC said they have not received it and not endorsed it, and the DAP approved previous development without an activity centre plan, calling exceptional circumstances. So there is no applicable zoning for the site. The R80 under the LPS allows for 4 stories, not 9, 15 and 24 stories. It's a big story, this one, but I think you get the gist. And I'd like to thank the Karrinyup residents for sending that one in today. Thanks, Ian.